Hey everybody, it's been a while since I did a video, a couple months at least. Been really busy, just graduating college, trying to get my first full-time job, all that regular stuff. The reason I'm making this video is basically to describe why I am a liberal, why I became a liberal. Believe it or not, I wasn't always one. But I was probably around 17 when I just went totally left. Uh, so I credit my younger years. I was just a kid. That was my excuse for being a conservative. um, Basically, why I'm a liberal. There's one story that pops into my mind. Whenever I think of healthcare, and healthcare is one of the big reasons why I consider myself a liberal. I just totally believe we need to provide healthcare to all of our citizens. And why I have this view, I'll go into right now. Um, so when I was 8 years old, my grandfather on my mother's side of the family died. He was a brilliant guy. He was, at the top of his class at ISU, master's degree, could have gone to MIT. He owned his own business, and that was part of the problem. He was in his 50s. Getting health insurance was particularly hard, especially if you didn't get it through your employer, if you're owning your own business. He had pre-existing conditions. Buying it on the individual market, just was an impossibility, basically. So what ended up happening is he tried the best he could to get help for this condition. It was a heart condition. He went to all the free clinics that Republicans say, oh well, they're free clinics if you don't qualify for Medicaid, which he didn't qualify for Medicaid either. Um, so he went to these free clinics, and each time he went, he heard a different story. He heard it was heartburn. He heard it was allergies, and he was in his 50s. And as he was hearing these stories, his heart was he had an enlarged heart, and in the end, he died from this. And uh, I just can't help but think, and almost everybody who's familiar in my family with this whole trial, this whole situation, thinks the reason he died was because he did not have health insurance. And there are statistics that there have been studies that have shown that there are people in the United States of America who die because they don't have access to health care coverage. There was a Harvard study in I think 2009. It was when healthcare was being debated, and it said 45,000 people a year die from lack of healthcare, and I witnessed that firsthand, and that's that was a turning point for me. This is the richest country on earth. This person was a benefit to society, and that shouldn't even matter if someone's a benefit to society. That's called human decency. And somebody died because they couldn't get health insurance. So that, in short, is why I'm a liberal. I believe, there are some people in situations that they need help. Some people, you know, they can't help that they inherited pre-existing conditions. They can't help that. My grandfather couldn't help that. Um, People fall on hard times, even if they make all the right choices. That's why we need a welfare system. You can play by the rules your whole life, and by chance, by cruel chance, you break your leg or something. Um, they're doing layoffs. Just bad things happen to good people. It's a fact of life. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that as a society Uh, one mistake isn't going to destroy someone's life. And I believe that principle, applies to many, many democratic ideas: Social Security, Medicare, unemployment insurance. It's those reasons I really support the Democratic Party. Um, but really, I'm more of a liberal than I am a Democrat, because I think, to an extent, Democrats have had to kind of sell out to corporate interests, just because there's so much money in politics that they'd be extinct if they didn't. And another thing is just, if you look at history, all the great societal leaps forward have been from liberals. If you look at Theodore Roosevelt, yes, I know he was a Republican, he was a liberal. He was a self-described progressive who championed child labor laws and things that bettered workers' lives. You look at Dwight Eisenhower, another Republican. I'm doing this on purpose. Who built the interstate highway system and got us out of a war in Korea, and didn't dismantle the social safety net. Lyndon Johnson, Medicare, Civil Rights Act. Abraham Lincoln, yes, Republican, liberal. The Republican Party used to be the Liberal Party. Um, I don't even need to go over what Lincoln did. And you got FDR, who largely made the social safety net, got us out of a depression, invented Keynesianism as a sound economic policy. So yeah, that's basically the reason. A little bit of personal reasons why, and historical reasons why I am a liberal.